All right, hey music producers and sound designers, welcome back to the live stream. Today, we're going to be building out a generative sound machine. So we're going to use Reactor, our sound design tool of choice, to build this out. So we've got a little setup here already done. We're going to fill it out. So we're going to start off with our note in, which is going to help us get input sound into our devices or modules. And then I'm going to feed that straight to an oscillator. And finally, we're going to have an 8-step sequencer at the bottom. With a clock. So these are the basic components that we're going to use to build out a modular rack, or it's a generative melody machine. So let's get into it. So now we need a note source, which is going to be our oscillator. So we're going to start connecting it up. So it's going to look something like this. We're just going to create our basic sound quickly. Okay. So we should get something that's very basic and working inside of our modular system. So let's hit the clock. Make sure the volume is on. Turn up our volume. And you can hear we're getting some notes coming through. So our step sequencer is not working yet. So, okay. There we go. Now we're getting input from our step sequencer through our gate, which is giving on-off signal. So that's why our step sequencer wasn't working in the first place, but now it's working. There we have it. We have our generated notes in Reactor. So congratulations on making your first 8-step sequencer. Yeah, just feel free to follow along with this. And we can take our filter, carve off some of the high end. And I'm going to add one more thing here. And that's going to be one more module. So let's add some delay. And let's add quantizer. Let's see what we can do with those. I don't want so much delay on this. That sounds interesting. I like that. keep going here. And there we go. We built ourselves a random melody machine. Controlled melody machine, I would call it. And we've added an eight-step sequencer to that so that we can control the note output. So just to recap, we took our oscillator, we fed it into an 8-step sequencer through a filter, through our envelope and VCA, and out through our delay. And that created something that sounds like this. I think we got a pretty interesting sound. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to save my patch. Okay, so I've got a saved patch that I can use in my compositions or my productions. So we're going to record that in and save it for later. So I hit the tab, hit record. Oh. And we're going to actually switch this to the internal clock of Ableton rather than external clock of this device. Or external clock of Ableton, sorry. So let's hit play. Okay. So we got something in audio form. We can just hit play on that to check that it recorded. Okay, we're going to make this a perfect loop. And there you have it. We have a little loop we've created from our sound design skills into Ableton. Hopefully learn something in this session. And I do offer a full modular deep dive, link in the description. And I do these sessions daily. So let me know what you'd like to see in the comments or what you'd like to see in another episode of our sound design series. And I'll see you in the next live stream. Peace out and keep sound designing.